students, I would like to use this opportunity to discuss this assignment with you. It is the end of semester practical research methods project for computer scientists. This is going to be your exam. I want to tell you that the deadline is the 10th of February 2023. Like we discussed in class, the project or this examination question has four stages. We have stage one, which is introduction, and in this stage, you write the research problem, the aim, the specific objectives, and many other aspects as stipulated in the question. That gives you, once you do it well, we give you 10 marks for that. Stage two is systematic literature review. This one is about reviewing the previous studies of the previous scholars, where you run searches in databases and identify relevant articles that are related to your research area and your topic. You're supposed to work with the instructor to help you to search across a variety of databases. And I have done this already in class. I have shown you how to search for articles on the internet using, from various databases and through access of journal articles and all that. We did this in class, but if you did not understand it, I'll still come to class and also do another video to demonstrate it. So we expect you to download more than 150 articles in this aspect, and then you use a referencing tool. We are using Zotero or Mendeley. But in class, I have taught Mendeley, and Mendeley is a very powerful referencing tool. We also told you what we mean by referencing. Referencing means to acknowledge the work of another scholar, to acknowledge a scholar of that you have used his or her work in your own writing. You know that research, like I said, is built on writing, especially academic writing, not on a research. Is built based on previous studies, so other people's ideas. But it is not right that you take people's ideas, other scholars, other writers, other researchers' ideas, and you put it in your work without acknowledging them. Acknowledging means that you cite them and you reference them. That's what we mean by referencing. We have tools that can help you to do that. You can go and watch my other videos. I have done a video on referencing. I call that, you can watch a video from my YouTube channel to know how to do referencing, how to reference your work. I have a video on my YouTube channel which states that Mendeley is a powerful referencing tool for scholars. So you can go and watch that video. We expect you to extract data from the studies you have downloaded. I'll train you how to do this. You can put this on an Excel sheet and do a systematic, or you can use a systematic literature review software. But at this level, I don't want you to use a software yet. You can manually select your articles and put this on an Excel sheet. I'll demonstrate this. So you see, I already did this when I was in class in the other in the groups that I teach. There are those groups that have shown how to extract relevant data relevant information from the articles they have downloaded. Once you do that, you are supposed to write a literature review document. This document is not supposed to be more than 12 pages and not less than 6 pages. When you are writing this document, you're supposed to answer the following questions. Um, you, of course, through literature, you should be able to state exactly what your topic is. Because literature, when you review literature, you'll be able to refine your topic. So we expect you to restate, refine the topic after literature review. You're also supposed to state the key authors in your area of specialty or your research area. And you're also supposed to show the key resources or technologies that are discussed in those articles that you have read. Of course, discuss the key ideas that the articles are providing that is related to your field or to your area of interest. And you also discuss the methodologies that have been used by such scholars. You see exactly, you can now bring out a meta-analysis to understand which particular methodologies have been used rampantly that have the highest number of appearances, which methodology appears to have been used quite frequently by most of these scholars. When you put this on an Excel sheet, you can be even able to graph it, put it on a graph, and show a graph that shows frequencies of appearances of many of these aspects you're looking at. We expect that through literature, you'll be able to identify the skills and weaknesses of the studies or the existing research. Then you'll map out your contribution and how you think is going to be very different from what other scholars have already done. Your work should be referenced using citation techniques. I think I have taught already this, but I'll still teach and give other classes for people to know how to do their referencing. It's quite important. And additional marks will be awarded for good paragraphs and logical progression from one paragraph to another to demonstrate that you have a consistent approach to writing and you are structuring your writing in a logical manner and also your writing style is academic. You are following an academic writing style with a well-referenced work that is building on ideas and arguments that is based on literature. So you're supposed to write that. Stage three, once you have identified your problem in stage one and you have done enough literature review in stage two, stage three, we expect you to design and implement a solution to that problem. You can design a simple project that or a product that shows that shows a solution to the problem you have described already. It can be an app, it can be an information system, a website, or a database management system. Unfortunately, this is not part of what we are supposed to do in this course. Many of the skills that you need to design this solution are going to be learned on a self-paced approach. You take a self-paced study to acquire the skills that you will need to design the projects that are required because this is not part of what is to be taught in this course. Then in stage four, you present your findings. Of course, you will now be required to present your findings into a research community. We think the research community can be interested to know what you have done, and you do this through a screencasting tool like this I'm using in this video. You get a tool that can capture your screen and you show and describe the technologies you used to develop your project and then you show a demonstration of how that project works and how it solves a problem you have talked about in section A. You're also supposed to explain your write-up, the key points, the key sections, the main points in your write-up, which is your document. Of course, when you do a screencast tool video, you will be able now to have a link, and the video should not exceed 6 minutes. A reduction of 2 marks will be effective if your video exceeds 2 marks. We are saying that all students must present unique projects. Do not present similar projects. Do not present similar aspects that others have already presented. At least if something is a little bit similar, the idea should be different. Therefore, those are the stages. We said stage 3, stage 4 is a presentation using a screencasting tool to get a video. Stage 3 is the designing of the software product solution. And stage 4, stage 2 is a literature review. Now, stage 1, I think I've not explained this very well. Stage 1, you are writing um, one, you are documenting your research area in not more than 100 words. I request that before you write stage 1, first go and do literature review, because literature review will give you an understanding of what you're supposed to write here in stage 1. When you have your research area written in not more than 100 words, then you can now draft a research question from your research area. In class, we asked a question. What is a research question? We said a research question is that question that is posed from the researcher, and the researcher has no answer yet. It's a question you have, but then you state, but without an answer until you have done an investigation or you've carried out your research. Then you have to convert the research question into a research problem. You write your research problem. I have a video called Scholarly Writing a Good Thesis Statement on my YouTube channel. Check it out. It trains, it shows and demonstrates the steps you go through while writing a research problem. Then you are also supposed to write the purpose. You state clearly the purpose. The purpose is a statement that shows how how you are going to do the project and why you are doing the project. So you say the purpose of this project is to design and implement an app that can detect criminals in Yaoundé, one subdivision. So that we know that that is your purpose. Then from the purpose, you now do specific objectives. Specific objectives are those separate aspects you are handling from the main objectives, from the main purpose. You now get specific aspects to achieve or to work out on your project. And these specific aspects are the specific objectives. So I have done a video on this. You need to check out on how to formulate research objectives on my YouTube channel, so you understand how to write the purpose and the research objectives. Then after that, you write hypothesis. We have already said you write 3 hypotheses that are derived from your 3 research objectives. So hypothesis is just a description to a solution of a solution to the problem. It is a temporary solution. There is no evidence to support either to accept or to reject the hypothesis is just a temporary solution that has no evidence to support acceptance or rejection of the hypothesis. I will guide you on how to generate and write hypotheses in scientific research. I think I will do this in class, in our next class. Then the scope is uh, you do a scope, a methodological scope, a technical scope, sorry, technology scope, methodological scope, and then you also do geographical scope. With the scope, you're answering the questions like what are the main issues you are covering in your project? What are the main functions of your project? Where is your project going to be carried out? And which technologies are you going to use in your uh, in your in your project? Lastly, in this still stage one, you now explain the applicability. Applicability is about the applications of your project. Briefly discuss on how this project will be relevant. This is about relevance and significance of your project. So you do applicability or how this project is going to be relevant to the technical people, to the users, to the managers. We need to know who are the audience. What is the audience of this your project? So that is stage one explained. So stage two, I've already explained that also. And then stage three, I've also explained it. And then lastly, stage four. So you need to take four stages to finish an examination project in research methods for computer scientists in the fall semester of 2022. The deadline is the 10th of February 2023. Uh, Subscribe to my YouTube channel and have a lovely night.